everyone. Again, this is Arena here. We are here for We Love Philly as well as Ying. We're at this beautiful event with the beautiful melanated Salaah. He's on Salaah. Because I said Salaah, but it's still a beautiful name. We are here for this amazing, amazing event. First, can you just share what you actually do? Because I want people to know that.
There are many things that I do. So I am a community organizer. I also host my own podcast and started my own nonprofit.
Awesome.
In the city of Philadelphia. Nonprofit is called Philly Coalition.
Okay.
Podcast is called Salaah's Corner, where I'm usually on the other end interviewing folks and sharing their experience. And as a community organizer with Color of Change, helping to represent Black folks in Philly and across the country.
Beautiful. So we are here in this beautiful gentrified community with so many different changes here now. But we're here especially because of the child tax credit and the vaccination. What is your opinion on the vaccination? Do you agree with it? Do you not? Honest opinion. How's your feelings on that vaccination?
Yeah, I'm very opinionated on this.
Okay.
So I'm vaccinated. I've been vaccinated since about April.
Okay.
And I believe everybody should get vaccinated. I
Okay.
think it's our duty as community organizers, as community leaders, as people that just around other folks, is to educate as much as possible and make folks show that like this is a safe thing to do. Because it's better off to be vaccinated than not vaccinated and then spreading the virus onto elderly. And now we're seeing how badly it's impacting children.
Okay. So, you know that we have such a big fourth opinion, especially I talked about this to all three of the last guys. Other two interviews that we did. Some people are so pro for it, some people are not. And someone mentioned that they might feel as though because it might be the age difference. We are very pro our rights, like we going back to our ancestors, like we're not doing it. So do you feel as though it's more of that where people feel as though they don't want to, so they're pushing back just because of their saying that they have to, or do you just feel as though they're not educated on the vaccine?
I feel that it depends on the demographic. I think there's an older population that feels that it's an infringement upon their rights.
Okay.
I think that for the younger folks, we have a general distrust on government.
Yes.
We have a general distrust on healthcare system. I've been saying this for a while. Every Black person has a horror story about the healthcare system.
Yeah.
And that's so critical on how we get vaccines.
Okay.
Also, prior to the vaccine rollout, making sure that those communities and those healthcare systems provided us with masks.
Yeah.
And so the work on education on the vaccine should have started prior to that, and just making sure that all of these communities were protected with masks. And so on all of those fronts, I think creating those strong community relationships is the starting point, and then we can educate.
Gotcha.
We can't educate before we create a relationship.
And I think that's what it is. There's a lack of relationship, period, in so many different communities across America. But what is also amazing is they are trying to reach our community. They have the child tax credit, which is helping communities that we are fighting for, because a lot of people were affected through their income. They had children that they needed to provide for. They were unable to work. They were fired. Some jobs completely shut down. So what's your take on the child tax credit? Do you feel as though that'll kind of rebuild the relationship? What's your feelings on that?
I think it's a start. But honestly, the child tax credit should have been there prior to the pandemic, right? In this kind of a way. And so I think it is a starting point. It's a foundation that we can build upon. You know, the next thing is like, what else are we doing? Child tax credit expires after this year.
Yes.
And so
this is something that they need to...
obviously this pandemic is going to impact people prior or beyond December of 2021. What are we doing after that? What are we doing to really rebuild in our schools that have been this distance learning over this past year that really hasn't worked for a lot of students? What else are we going to do? So yeah, it's a great foundation, and you know, I get the child tax credit, I buy that extra little bit of money every month. What else can we do in these communities to show that we're going to be there for them beyond the pandemic?
And I think it's also what's important to say, beyond the coverage, beyond the media topic, because we know a lot of things slow down when it's not the hot topic of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We gotta be able to pay attention when the cameras get turned off. Right?
Exactly.
And so what are these organizations, what are these community leaders and politicians are going to be doing when the camera isn't on them? You know, We Love Philly is out here doing an amazing thing. I like to think my nonprofit does amazing things for the community, but frankly, it's really not our jobs. You know, we have folks that are elected leaders that are in positions
and that is what they're paid to do and create.
The fact that We Love Philly Coalition exists is a fault of our government. And so how do we hold them accountable to show that we need this child tax credit, but what else do we need to build on top of it?
That's good. Well, thank you for that. I absolutely love it. Again, thank you. This is for We Love Philly and Ying. We are here down on Clearfield Street, and we'll be back next time.
Appreciate it.